Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to share with everybody how I make garlic knots at home. So here in a bowl I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. To that I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of yeast. Added 2 tablespoons of olive oil and about a cup of water. Add your water gradually and see if it needs more or less. So after a few minutes your dough will form. If you don't have a mixer, you can definitely do this by hand. So after the dough forms, go ahead and just add a little bit of oil to the bowl and coat your dough with oil. Cover and let it rise for about an hour or so. After 1 hour, I'm going to divide the dough because I won't be making knots with all of this dough. I'm using some of it for pizza. So I'm going to divide it. So now you can divide the dough into smaller pieces, or you can just try and roll it out into a long thin rope. So whichever one you find easier, go ahead and do that. And after you have a thin rope, go ahead and make a knot like that. And that's how you make garlic knots basically. So it is very easy and very simple to make. It just takes a little bit of practice. So if you're just doing it for the first time, you may have some difficulty, but it's fairly easy to make. So I'll make a few more. Now go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 and line your baking pan with silicone liner or parchment paper, whichever one is handy, and put them all on the baking tray and bake them for about 12 minutes, but do check them because each oven temperature varies, so make sure you check them often. And then we're going to go ahead and make the oil and garlic mixture. So I have here 1 teaspoon of garlic. I'm using minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of dry parsley. You can use fresh as well. Actually, fresh is much better. And to that I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now give everything a good mix and stir it to make sure that everything's combined. Now I added some chili flakes, but they are optional, so you don't have to add them, but I like to have a little kick to the garlic knots, so I added some chili flakes as well. Now check on your garlic knots and see if they're ready. Mine took about 12 minutes, so you can take them out and just pop them in the same bowl as the oil mixture, or you can mix the oil in a separate smaller bowl and add the garlic knots and then drizzle the oil on top. Either way it's fine. Now you can pop the lid on and try to shake it and see if that works better to coat all the garlic knots. Now you can see that they are ready and they smell delicious. They are so good and so tasty. Now you have to give them a try at least once. We buy them from restaurants all the time, or we eat out, and fast food has them, but they don't compare to what you make at home. So I hope you like the video, and I hope you will try the recipe as well. If you like what you see, do share it with your loved ones, and do make it for your loved ones as well. So like, share and subscribe, and if you haven't done so, please hit that bell icon to get all the notifications of all the latest videos from my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again with another recipe.